We started fostering after we'd been backup foster carers for my daughter-in-law and son. We've been their backup foster carers for about 7 years, and we retired from work 2 years ago and thought that we'd love to get into that kind of work, and respite care fitted better with our lifestyle. So I've always wanted to foster. I could only ever have one child, and the whole of my married life I've always wanted to foster, but we ended up getting into different work, so we both had responsible jobs and that kind of thing. And then 2 years ago we retired, and my husband just out of the blue said, because I didn't want to not do anything, and he suggested that we look into it, and that was how we did it. Yeah. We chose Orange Grove because my son and daughter-in-law had used them. That's who they were with, but also we liked the ethos and the values that they had compared with some other agencies that we'd looked into, so it was a natural progression as well that we would come to Orange Grove. It's not like you have one member of staff looking after you, it's like the whole team look after you, and it doesn't matter what time of the day, what question I've got, no question's stupid, I can ring anybody and speak to anybody, and it's really good, that support. So the training that we had was exactly the same as we would have if we were a full-time foster carer. So we went through Form F, we went to panel, we did all the training, the skills to fostering, everything that a foster carer does, which is really important because we are a foster carer. Even if we're just a foster carer for that child for one night, it is still really important that we have all that training. So the first placement with Orange Grove was a little boy who came to stay with us to give his foster carers a break. He'd got some really challenging behaviours, so he came to us just for a weekend. A great weekend. That placement broke down, so he came to us for a period of time until a new placement was found for him, and then even when he went to the new placement he came to us for respite care after that, so we were able to be the one consistent for him. It was really good because he said that we were like his foster grandparents, so that was really heartwarming. It was really good. So that we can make a child feel welcome, what we would always say is, if it's possible, that the child and their foster carers come to meet us in an informal setting. So whether that's we have some tea with them, whether we just spend some time in the house having a chat, some games, something like that, that makes that child feel that it's not just about our house, it's about an extension of their home coming into our house. We talk about with the child the rules of the house, which would be mirror exactly the same as where their foster placement is, because we don't want them to feel it's anything different. It is literally just somewhere that they can come, stay, that everybody gets some time to chill out, that nothing changes, and then they know they're going back to their own foster carers. I think the one piece of advice is to treat every child as an individual and not have any preconceptions about how that child is going to behave, and put some trust in that child too. So for anybody considering to be a foster carer, I think that you've got to love children, you've got to have a great sense of humour and not take things too seriously, and I think that you will get so much from giving these children just a little bit of support and help and normality and looking after them. There's just so much joy in it.